set to go. Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out. First carry for James Conner. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Murray. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Conner. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the rookie 3rd-rounder who's from Louisville and then played his college ball up the road on I-71 at Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready. Just shy of the 30. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Murray now. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Back to throw. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
First and 10, it's Patterson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. The Falcons at 4-11 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Completes this to Waring. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
From the 10, 1st and goal. They'll run with Patterson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kahale Waring, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-to-interception ratio is what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1st down, Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Here's Murray from midfield. And that will be incomplete. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Patterson on the draw play. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Patterson on the draw. They juked him. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
By that
yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then it curls back inside for the completion.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, two cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray a give, this is counter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. From the 39, Murray. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensively boy, it hurt him in a big way.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Patterson running between the tackles, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Patterson, and he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 27. They run it with Balaj, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Second and 6. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in-vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Bring out the Falcons offense once more. Cordero Patterson ready to go again at running back. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 2nd and 4. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Desmond Ridder taking it himself to finish the drive. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out now come the Cardinals. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run the offense.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. From the gun, Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Running left, here's Patterson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keith Smith, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have opened the lead up to 30. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks or the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet him with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Koo for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive of 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Murray now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing now is Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He'll get this to counter underneath. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Murray to air it out again. Ertz over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. We begin 2023 with a good one just west of here. Carolina taking on Tampa Bay. And plenty of touchdowns in that first half. 21-14 the score at halftime. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Steelers as that game has gone to the half. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Yeah, this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. straight ahead, Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, Patterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. Hook up a 15 yards there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Completes this to Waring. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Murray. Finding Green complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Green here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Murray going to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one caught by Max Williams. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Handoff running left, Patterson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big.
You really have like one possession left.
And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Here's Demir Bird to return from his end zone. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 16. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Patterson again. And he's got room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 104 yards rushing for him now as he's totaled it 21 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
To about the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Patterson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and can use another right now. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Screen pass to Conner. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Murray. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now Murray's got to have this one. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. But the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
4th down and they take to the air, which really is wasn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Cliff Kingsbury's saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd down, here's Patterson. A beautiful fake. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll go again with Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. A handoff for Patterson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll go. It's Patterson. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. The Cardinal offense takes back over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Throwing now is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And some room to work. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Atlanta, they get a 5th win to move to 5-11 with 1 game remaining.